I am still dreaming of an America that will protect the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all.
Jenifer Estess founded Project A.L.S. in the best tradition of America, bringing people together to get the job done. Today, in Upper Manhattan,
this room is the heart of the operations because it's the room where we actually grow the stem cells.
This high-tech lab is testament to plain old American ingenuity.
This is the first time there has ever been an ALS-specific laboratory for the study of stem cells. Flat out, period.
The Jenifer Estess Laboratory for Stem Cell Research is a joint venture between Project A.L.S. and Columbia University.
On the bottom of each of those dishes are the human stem cells that we're talking about. They're the basis for our experiments.
For the first time ever, top scientists will have access to stem cells dedicated entirely to research for ALS and other brain diseases.
One can generate a whole series of lines that are immediately relevant to ALS and related diseases. That's simply not possible under the present restrictive federal guidelines. Well, my hope is that this laboratory will develop cellular resources that will take us forward to finding new treatments for ALS, either in terms of rebuilding populations of lost motor neurons or in terms of repopulating the spinal cord with non-neuronal cells that make it healthier, or by creating reagents that we can use to screen drugs.
Project A.L.S. has an open-door policy. The only requirement is that biologists, researchers, and clinicians must work as a team.
It's like a marketplace for ideas in the stem cell realm.
They were unique in doing that, bringing investigators together and asking them to work together for this common goal of finding a therapy out of stem cells.
The reason scientists turn to stem cells, the source of all cells in the body, is because of their extraordinary ability to self-renew and to transform themselves into specialized cell types. This lab is the latest venture in Project A.L.S.'s long-standing commitment to stem cell research.
They began this effort in 1998. Soon after we learned that stem cells could be derived, Project A.L.S. was there bringing A.L.S. researchers together.
5 years ago, Project A.L.S. researchers demonstrated how stem cells could be directed to become functional motor neurons, the very cells that A.L.S. destroys. And 3 years ago, those same motor neurons were successfully transplanted. In experiments funded entirely by Project A.L.S., researchers showed that rats once paralyzed with an ALS-like syndrome regained significant motor function after receiving an infusion of stem cells into the spinal fluid.
They continue to be there at the heart of how we can use this approach for our patients.
This open exchange of information is what Project A.L.S. is all about. It's what Jenifer had dared to hope for.
When Jenifer came to me in the late 90s, she was saying things like, gee, we can transplant organs, why can't we fix me with new cells? What we knew at that time, that was Star Trek, beam in some new cells. But in fact, they began a program that 6 odd years later are poised to do those kinds of things.
Project A.L.S. will continue to forge ahead and stake out new frontiers in science.